What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is another garment of the week. I'm doing this Simplicity 8744 pattern, and this is going to be my project for school, just like the last kind of button-up shirt was. So what we have to do is the first week we make a muslin copy of it, and then the second week we do it out of the real fabric. So I have the muslin cut out right here. Pattern is super simple, I think. I don't know, I've never made this one before. It's got a front and a back piece. I have it sitting right here. It's not on the mannequin yet. The back piece has a dart, so it would be 2 darts, one on either side. We've got the front yoke and pocket piece. Then we have some waistband, so we have a back waistband and a front waistband. And then the front waistband was cut on a fold, and the back waistband was not, because there will be a zipper in there. And then we also have a pocket interfacing and pocket facing. So not that many pattern pieces for this project, and it will go pretty fast. At least the muslin copy will, because you know, you just have to baste, which means you don't like tie off the stitches at the end, and it really doesn't matter, you know, like how the quality of it is. You're just kind of seeing, is this pattern going to fit me? Do I need to make any adjustments to the pattern? Like, do I like the way it fits? Stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. First things first, I'm going to be putting in the darts. Then I'm going to be sewing the waist. I'm going to try to get like all the pieces kind of assembled. So the pockets assembled, the waistband assembled, and then the legs of the pants assembled. And then maybe tomorrow or the next day I can go together and put all of them, the 3 of them together, and just make this like a little quick 2-day sew type deal. I just kind of wanted to check in with you today, show you what I'm doing, and then the next time I see you I will show you the finished copy of this, and then also show you the fabric, which will be probably in about 5 seconds. So today is Wednesday. It took me a while to remember what day it was, but I wanted to show y'all this project because I finished the muslin copy. You can see it's draped on the mannequin right there. It is this pattern, Simplicity 8744. The fabric that I'm using, I'll show you my fabric notebook, because so you can see a better like image of it, I guess. Here's the fabric that I'm using. It's this huge floral print fabric that I got, of course, from ACR, Austin Creative Reuse. There's a ton of this fabric, so I'm definitely gonna be able to make something else after I make these pants. The muslin copy, there was like a bit fit adjustments that I made, so I made that, so hopefully those will fit. It has a center back zipper, which I just bought right here. I believe it is a 9-inch invisible zipper. It's kind of an off-white color because the fabric is an off-white, so I'll put that in the back. There are pockets. So far what I've done today, I cut the pattern out a couple days ago, and then I just spent some time ironing, as you can see by my iron board, ironing on the interfacing. And I also, while I was at it, I ironed on some interfacing for another project that's kind of been stalled. So we have the front waistband cut on a fold, 2 of them with 1 interfacing. So went on ahead and did that. You can kind of tell the interfacing is right here. So went ahead and ironed that on, and then for the back waistband, I cut 4 and then 2 of interfacing. So you have basically your like 2 sides of the waistband, and then the zipper goes in the middle. So 1 per group has interfacing on it. So like this one has 1 interfacing and that one has 1 interfacing. So I've just ironed those on. As far as sewing wise, I'm tempted. I don't know if I'm gonna start on it today or not. Regardless, I'm just gonna show you next time what I've done or what I'm planning on doing. Today is Thursday. Today's Thursday. I did some sewing last night on this, as you can see from my mannequin. So I have one pants leg kind of pinned on to kind of show you the shape, even though now I'm realizing I don't know how well it's going to translate, but we're trying. And then I have one pants leg right here so I can show you more in depth. As always, I have a hard time saying that word. So as you can see by this, I have the front waistband and it's sewn to the back waistband on both sides. So it's a full waistband, except for it's not sewn at the bottom yet because I'm going to attach it. Then also, so that's the waistband. It's just kind of there for now. It's really not doing anything. It's pinned on because I need to do a handful of adjustments to it. And then as far as the pants go, and I did all of this last night. I haven't done any sewing today yet, so I'll actually get to bring you along with me sewing wise today. Hopefully to finish this, if not like 95% done, we'll see. So the back of the pants, they have two darts. So there's one here, there's one on the other side. And then opening this up, I'll show you the front first. So there's no like center front zipper. It's in the back, but so there will just be like a seam, a center front seam, but that's it. The zipper will be in the back. And then we have the pockets here. So I'll show you the inside. Hopefully you can get a better. So here's the side seam. Here's the pocket here. So what you do, and then there's also a piece of pocket interfacing in here to keep it nice and stable. So that is right here. Like the pocket interfacing is smushed between this and then this pattern piece, the smaller piece of the pocket. So you don't really have the full front panel because there's another piece of pocket which is right here. So you can see like the seam line right here, and it attaches to the side seam, and that's what is right here. So this isn't the front panel piece, this is a pocket piece, and this piece is also attached to the rest of the pocket. Hopefully that was kind of clear. So that's pretty much what I spent doing yesterday. The game plan now is to go ahead and finish up this leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right sides together. I'm going to sew down. Oh, I also serged almost every seam. So the bottom is serged, the side is serged, and all the pocket details are serged. What I'm going to, that is Lucy running around. I don't know if you can hear that, but every time the mail truck drives by, she loses herself and runs back and forth looking at it at different windows. If you can hear that. If not, just ignore that little statement. But so I'm gonna sew it together at this seam, which would be like the inside seam on both legs, and then I'm gonna sew it together at the center front and center back. A little bit of an update. So we have a full pants. So I sewed together the legs, and then I sewed together the center seam, I guess, because it connects the center front to the center front, the center back to the center back. So like I said before, the zipper is in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the waistband first, and then I'm going to go in and put the zipper in. Then after that, I'm going to do a little bit of top stitching on the waistband, like at the very top, because there is a fold there. I want it to be kind of nice and crisp and clean. And then we also have the cuff to the pant. And after I get the zipper in, I'm going to try it on before I do the cuff and see how I feel about the flare of the pant, if it's too much or if it's just right. Because when I did the muslin copy, it was a little bit too much for me, but I also didn't put the zipper in the muslin copy, so I didn't get an exact fit to perfection. So that's kind of my game plan, and then I will show y'all and update y'all on everything I just talked about. Last update until I show you the final product. So I've got the waistband sewed on one side. This side, like the inside waistband, is not sewed down yet. So I'm going to do that very, very last. Well, I mean, besides the hem, if it fits how I want to. But I wanted to show y'all, I have the invisible zipper pinned on right here. So we got it pinned on one side, and I just put my invisible zipper foot on. Well, zipper foot in general. It looks like this. That way you can move the needle. You just put it on whatever side and you can move the needle in super close to get a really, really close invisible zipper look. That way you don't see that much of the zipper. You just kind of, well, you don't see anything, theoretically, because it is invisible. So yeah, I have this side sewed on, and well, not sewed on, it's pinned on. Then I'm gonna go and after I sew this down, I'm gonna pin this on. Then I need to just make sure I go in and reinforce down here where before the zipper stop. That way you don't like get the seam to unravel right down here after you seam rip out what you want to show. So that's kind of my game plan. After I get the zipper in, I'm going to try it on and just see how it goes. If it's good and I like it, then I will go ahead and, so I already have this pinned down up here. This is the inside, since this is turned inside out, but so we'll do like a little top stitching seam up here just to hold everything in place, because there is a folded seam right here from matching the two sides of the waistband together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a stitch in the ditch, which is where you sew between the two layers, I guess, when you sew between the waistband and the pant. So you sew literally right there in the ditch. And the purpose of that is to hide this seam stuff right here, and it will put a nice serged waistband on top. So then on the inside it will look really nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and serge the center seam, as I was calling it, the seam that connects the front to the back, and it's the same seam that has the the zipper on it. And I'm going to have to creatively serge that, because what I should have done is serged both sides, and when I put it together they already serged, so it'd be like serged open. But so I'm kind of thinking about how I'm gonna serge that. That's what I'm gonna be doing, all of those random steps that I told you, and then I will show you the final project. Unless something bad happens, then I will update you. I am finally done. Today's the start of the third week. The only thing I had to do in the third week of this is sew on the little hook and eye enclosure at the very top. But yeah, I'm finally done with this. I think my chair is blocking it a little bit. There's kind of a better view of it. While I give the final recap of this, I want to give a little bit of brief introduction to this. So this is Simplicity 8744. It is a project for school, garment 2 that we did. So because of that, I had to make a muslin copy, which I sewed up super, super quick, which basically in this, you don't have to put the zipper in, you don't have to do any of the seam finishes or hems. So it's just a couple of straight stitches, get it on, make sure it works, or make sure it fits more so. So I did that. That was week 1 of this project, which is why I didn't really spend that much time showing you, because it didn't really matter, because this is the final thing. When week 2 comes around, I cut the pattern out. I did pretty much all of the sewing on this, because week 3, today's Monday, so today is the start of week 3. So pretty much week 2, I did literally all the sewing. Leads us here to the finished pants project. It's a Simplicity 8744. It is a pants pattern. It's basically the same pant for every view, except there is average, slim, and curvy fit. I think I did the slim fit. And I don't know, something about this pattern I wasn't a huge fan of because it didn't fit me that well. And where it didn't fit me was like right here. There was like a lot of extra fabric right there. So I just kind of had to go back, rip the waistband out, modify it, you know, and do a bunch of alters on it to make it actually fit me, because this is something that I actually want to wear. And then whenever I put the pants on the muslin copy, it didn't, the flare of the pant was weird, but that's just the pattern. And that's just a personal preference for me because I don't like that look on me because I am short. So sometimes that flare can make me look shorter. So I did change it a little bit from the original pattern, and that's why it's kind of tighter fit at the bottom, which is not what the pattern would have. So these are all the different views, the, what did it call it, average, slim, and curvy fit. So basically for this, which I love, is there's only a few pattern pieces. There's a front piece, a back piece, 2 pocket pieces, because part of the pocket piece is this little piece right here, and then the other pocket piece is the inside actual pocket piece where you put your belongings in, if that makes sense. Then there was also pocket lining, which I know I kind of showed you a little bit, and then there is a front waistband and a back waistband. The front waistband is cut on the fold, the back waistband is not, because there is a center back zipper. So the front of the pants, this is where I think the fit could have been a little bit better. There's no darts in the front of the pants, which it's weird because of the way the pocket lines up, but I think if there was 2 darts in the front, it might have fit better to what I was imagining. That's not saying that this pattern won't fit you the way you want it to. That's just kind of what I thought so. And then the back, there is 2 darts in the back, so the back fits better than the front. Like I said before, there is a center back zipper, and then there is also a hook and eye closure that I just put on really quickly on the top. That way it would kind of close the space where the center back zipper is. So that being said, this pattern I would probably rate, well, it depends what you're rating it on. Now I like it. I might say 8 out of 10 I might wear it, but before I made all the adjustments, I'll probably say 4 out of 10 because it was kind of a headache, which, you know, that's not saying that it's all the pattern's fault. There was stuff that I could have done to make it better, but yeah. Overall, I think it's a really successful pattern. It helped me hone in my skills of sewing pants, putting in zippers, also altering patterns, which I'm not a huge, I don't have that much knowledge and skills on, but I think that through this process it has helped me out to grow that skill set. I guess that's what I'll say. I'll get a positive outlook on this pants. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know if you like these types of videos. Other than that, I will talk to you later.